Hello and welcome back. This week we're going to look at something that's not coffee related, but I use it every week in the kitchen. Let's get into it. Roll the intro. So here it is. This is the Zojirushi NS-YSQ10 in brown, copper brown colour. Not sure why it's that colour. Now, after originally seeing this on Uncle Roger's channel, you know Uncle Roger, the guy that critiques people how to cook rice, I thought that seems quite expensive at about £350 for a device that just cooks rice. I didn't do a very good job at cooking rice before, especially short grain, because I would always do it the way that Uncle Roger said was the bad way to do it. So this thing has really upped my rice game. And not only that, it will keep the rice warm for 24 hours. That's right, 24 hours. You can put rice in here, you can put more than you need in here, and you can have it for dinner, breakfast and lunch the next day. The timer functions are also very useful. You can set this to say, I want rice ready for 5:30 p.m. and it will be ready. And not only that, it will be perfect. It also has a premium setting that makes the rice just a little bit better somehow. It's got a little bit more, you know, something about it. What's quite clever about it is there is a built-in battery for the clock, which means you can unplug it and store it in the cupboard, and the clock is always going to remain the correct time, which I think is quite clever because not everybody wants this on their kitchen worktop. So this thing uses fuzzy logic technology. I'm not 100% sure what that is, other than a Super Furry Animals album when I was a teenager. It is monitoring the rice inside the rice cooker to make sure it cooks perfect rice every time. Most other rice cookers just cook it on a timer basis, which means if it's a hot day or humid day, your rice is gonna not cook perfectly. And this thing cooks rice perfectly. And in here you have your cooking basin, which is made of aluminium, I suppose, with a non-stick coating. And on the inside, if you can see that, you have your measures to tell you how far to fill it with water. Now this is the 5-cup model, which is plenty. I've never cooked 5 cups in here, but I would say for your average family size, a 5-cup, I think this is probably why it's one of the more popular models. Also, you have this section, which is your upper seal, and this needs a clean afterwards. And on top, and then you've got this piece that catches any additional moisture. I clean that after using it, and sometimes I don't. So that bit goes in there, that bit goes in there, that closes down, and then this guy on like that. It's also got a useful carry handle, which makes it look like one of those, remember those CD players in the 90s? When you get this, you can be the envy of all your friends because you're eating perfectly cooked rice, and they're not. This did actually come with a steamer basket as well, which I've misplaced because I don't steam anything in there, but you can. You could steam some veg in here if you want to. I've never tried it, but you can. But that's not what this is about. This chat is about perfect rice. So what I do, for 2 people, for 1 meal, you would fill 1 cup of rice, and then you would fill up to the number 1 line in here with water on a level surface. You pop it in. You also get this lovely serving spoon. Look at that, with the little crosshatch dots on it. Sturdy for scooping out your rice. You don't want to use anything metal in there. You're going to scratch your non-stick basin, and you know what that means. You're going to get non-stick in your perfectly cooked rice. So use this. Without further ado, do you think we should probably cook some rice? We should probably cook some rice. I'll go and get some rice. Oh, we've got to wash the rice. and a power cord. I've got to plug it in. All right, so what you need is some washed rice. I've washed this at least 5 times until the water runs clear, and some water, and that is it. So remove your basin and fill it with the 1 cup of rice. And then literally all you're going to do is I'm going to pour this into the white section. I'm going to fill it until it reaches the number 1. And that is it. It goes in there. Okay, so today we're going to do some quick rice. So all you do is press the menu button until the little arrow says quick. And that's it. All that's left to do is press the start button, sit back and enjoy the tunes. Let's cook some rice. You know when you're cooking something and you need rice and you're about to serve up and you've thought, oh my goodness, I didn't put the rice on. This thing, you can just put it on the day and then you haven't got to think about it. It is brilliant. Your friends might think you're mad spending £350 on a rice maker. Now this exact model is available on Amazon right now for about £329. That might seem a lot. You don't have to spend that much on a rice cooker. You can pick up a rice cooker for about £25, where most models cost around £100 usually. I guess you have to ask the question, do you want the best rice cooker you can buy? And I would say this is probably it. The light, fluffy texture you will get from this rice cooker is brilliant. So there we go, 30 minutes and hot rice. And as I say, this will keep warm for 24 hours. Let's have a little taste. Oh yeah. So there's our beautifully cooked, lovely, tender. This rice, I mean, before rice was just like, rice. But now it's like, It's like, rice. You know, before I had the Zojirushi, rice was just, rice for dinner. You know, it didn't have that. But now, it makes you excited about rice. You know? Oh, I mean, it's supple, it's tender. So there you go. That is my look at the Zojirushi NS-YSQ10. I will leave a link in the description below if you want to pick up this one. I mean, you can find many other rice cookers available, but I really like this one. I mean, it's an investment. I mean, look, yes, it's expensive for a rice cooker, but I even find myself now cooking my own rice when I get a takeaway even. And the next day, believe me, fried rice with this guy. So there we have it, the Zojirushi rice cooker. Do you have this model? Will you think about getting one now? Leave some comments below if you've got some cooking tips for me. I'd love to hear your stories. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.